A poultry fancier's quest to preserve rare and endangered breeds was nearly destroyed in the Lockyer Valley floods. Mark Tully lost most of his weird and wonderful collection of chickens, turkeys and geese when floodwaters swept across his property 2 weeks ago. But he's not going down without a fight, and with the help of friends and volunteers, Mark Tully has begun rebuilding his Blue Hills poultry stud. Peter McCutcheon reports.
These breeds are humanity's living history. They are the seeding gene pool to our commercial herds and flocks.
Mark Tully is a livestock crusader. It's taken him 12 years to gather up more than 100 rare breeds of chickens, turkeys, geese and pigs. And it took just over 2 hours of flooding rain in Queensland's Lockyer Valley to nearly destroy it all.
That's a heart jerker. Spend a lot of time tracking them down, finding them. We've probably got about between 25 and 35% left.
Yeah, that looks about right.
But with the help of friends and strangers, Mark Tully is rebuilding with a weekend working bee entitled Pig Day Out Chicken Dance.
When people actually get out there and do the chicken dance, you know, they can't help but smile. And the Lockyer's been flogged, you know, and hit hard. So to encourage people to smile is a good thing.
Do I have to do anything? And I'm from the land, and what he's done with, like, the livestock, particularly, I guess, the pig side of things and how rare they are. And, you know, I know that with grains too, like all the crossbreeding, and you just lose that purity. And, yeah, he's saving it.
Hello? What you doing? Really?
Mark Tully says his life was saved by poultry. In the 2008 documentary, Rare Chicken Rescue, he tells how he suffered burnout from his job as a community development officer and how his birds gave him a reason to live.
Without you, they don't get fed. Without you, they don't get watered. And without them, I wouldn't be coming out of the house.
Drawing on rumours as well as research, he's taken on a life mission to track down and rescue rare chicken breeds.
How are you?
Good. Well, I go knock on the door and we'll say, hey, do you mind if I have a look at your chooks? You know, it's something that you would think Paul Hogan would say about something else.
Every chicken tells a story, and Mark Tully has plenty to tell.
Yeah, the one with no feathers on its neck is a Transylvanian naked neck.
Transylvanian naked neck?
Yep. Did you know it's got a very special story to it?
What's that?
It was hated by Hitler in the Holocaust as well.
But most of Mark Tully's collection at Helidon in Queensland's Lockyer Valley has been destroyed. The pens and ponds and sheds and fences of the Blue Hills poultry stud have all but been wiped out in a flood no one saw coming.
In the last 15 years we haven't had any of the dry gullies running, and now even the one behind us is even running constantly at the moment, so it's just unbelievable.
Come here. Come here.
John Schultz looks after the fences for the stud's 4 rare pig breeds.
It was a bit disheartening on the Tuesday when I did finally get to here, just to see how Mark's birds were going. That was the one thing I was more concerned of. I really didn't know how pigs were going because couldn't get down here. So they had swimming lessons.
You don't want this, do you? You want this?
The stud lost some piglets as well as most of its poultry. Mark Tully was on the Gold Coast when disaster struck, which he admits was probably just as well.
No, you don't want this. You don't want that, do you? All my friends reckon if I was here, I'd be gone because they all said I would have been down rescuing the animals. Yeah, I would have done my damnedest.
And now family, friends and volunteers are doing their damnedest to keep the dream alive. A neighbour provided an organic pig on a spit for the lunchtime break. Melinda Schultz says she knew little about rare breeds of livestock before she became involved with Blue Hills.
I was brought up on a dairy farm, so, you know, we just stuck to the normal breeds, so, yeah, no, we didn't know much about it, but we're learning a little bit each day now, and it's great.
People just say, oh, they're just chooks. or they're just pigs, or they're just goats. But the reality of it is the world loses 3 breeds of domestic livestock every single month to extinction.
Blue Hills is very much a family affair, with support from Mark Tully's parents and his brother David. And Mark Tully says one of his main inspirations was his mother, who recently passed away.
Take care.
When I was originally told that all this was gone, I was thinking, well, maybe I can have a holiday now, sort of thing, trying to look at a positive point. And then I just saw a picture of my mum in the background with the last words she said to me the night before she died. And that was, don't turn your back on the lost breeds. The rebuilding of Blue Hills is a huge job because it's not just the infrastructure we need to replace. We need to then go on another journey and find breeds again.
Peter McCutcheon reporting there.